If you're new to Google Slides, there may be a few things that you would like to know how to do. And although I think Google Slides is very intuitive, I'd like to show you just a few things to get you started with this tool. So first things first, I've got a new slide open and I need to add another slide to this presentation. So to do that, what I can do is go up close to the upper left-hand corner where there's a plus sign. And what I want to do is click on the down arrow that's immediately to the right of this. What this does is brings up an option menu. By the way, anytime you have a down arrow next to a menu item, there'll be an option menu for that item. So right next to the plus is what kind of slide do you want to add? For this assignment, I've asked for any slide layout that includes a title. So any one of these that has a title, and if you look at them, you can see there are different title slides. In this assignment, I've asked for not only text but a picture. So I'm going to choose a one-column text layout. I'm going to click on that, and my slide is immediately added. Now, if I decide that I don't like the way this is laid out, I can go straight up above this slide and click on Layout, and I can change it very quickly. So if I decide I want that layout, I can choose that. I'm going to go back to my one-column text. Now, I'm going to add a title to this slide. One of my favorite places is my backyard. So I'm going to title this slide My Backyard. And in our assignment, we need to add an image. I love Google for this reason. If I go up to my options menu off my image, I can see that I can actually connect to my Google Photos. I can take do a search from online. If I have an image on my computer, I can upload it. If I actually have already visited a website and I have an image loaded, I could grab it by my URL, or I could go to my camera and take a picture of myself. No, thank you. So I'm actually using an account that doesn't have a lot of images connected to it. So what I'm going to do is actually search the web. So I'm going to do a quick Google search. Notice on the right hand of my screen, I have a Google search engine that pops up. And I am going to type in a yellow finch. The reason that I love my backyard is because it's absolutely filled with birds, and one of the birds that it's filled with is one similar to this little guy right here, the yellow finch. And I'm going to choose that image, and notice that when I click on it, it just says selected. So I could select more than one image if I want. For this assignment, we don't need it, so I'm just going to come down to the bottom and click Insert. And my image will be added. Sure it will. There we go, sorry. Once my image is in there, I can do all kinds of things with it. I can resize it by grabbing a corner handle. I can actually put a border around it by coming up to my pencil tool and adding a fun border. I'll make it a little thicker by adding some weight here. And then I can also move it around, and I'll just throw it right here. I think that looks okay. I'm not very creative. You're going to find this out. Okay, so now let me just add some text to tell you why my backyard is my favorite place to visit. I love my backyard because it is filled with all kinds of wildlife. Besides the deer and the rabbits, birds. Now I can add text to this later. You get the idea, I hope, that it's easy to add a slide to my Google Slides and add a title and an image and a paragraph. So this is a quick add a slide. Now, what if I have multiple slides over here and I want to add a new slide? you want to make sure that you are clicked on the slide that you want the new slide to appear after. Because if I'm clicked on, let's say for slide 1, and I add a new slide, it's going to pop right in the middle of my presentation. That's okay. You just need to know that you can drag your slides anywhere you want them to appear. So if you accidentally clicked in the wrong place, you just need to move your slides around. An easier way than having to drag your slides around. I'm just going to delete this really quickly. I'm right-clicking on it, and I'm going to choose delete. I could have just clicked on it and hit delete. But an easy way to know that you're going to put your slide at the end of your presentation is just to make sure you click on the last slide. You can see it's kind of highlighted here, and then I click plus, and I keep adding to my presentation. All right, I'm just going to hit backspace there and get rid of that Google slide. You might be wondering, how do I let other people add to my Google slide? And this is super cool. Another thing I love about Google Tools, the sharing features are amazing. So I'm going to go up to the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to click share. And now I'm going to choose get a shareable link. Now, it's really important that you look to see what's happening here when you get a shareable link. You can just have people view your presentation, and that by default is how it comes up, or you can say anyone with the link can edit this presentation. So if you want your students or colleagues to collaborate with you in a Google slide, you just make it a shareable link and then make sure that you say anyone with the link can edit the slide. And then you can copy that link and then take it, whether it's share it in an email, or I'm just going to show you what it looks like to add it into a Google Doc. This is a Google Doc that I'm using to create an assignment. And so I say visit the collaborative Google slide. So I'm going to highlight my words Google slide because that's what I'm creating a link to. And then I click on the insert link button. And then I just simply paste and apply. And now when people come into this assignment, when they click on the Google slide, it will take them directly to the Google slide, collaborative Google slide, and they will be able to come in and click on the last slide and add their own slide and make their own edits. One caveat. This is it's a sharing option that says anyone who has this link can edit the Google slide. That means they can come in and they can add information, but they can also delete information. So be very careful if you're working in a collaborative slide that you don't accidentally, delete someone else's slide. That's very important. As a teacher, I can see every slide, whether you deleted it or not, but just want you to be aware that when you're working collaboratively in a Google slide, be sure that you're not accidentally deleting someone else's slide. So just as a rule, listen carefully, just as a rule, don't delete any slides. If you're the student and you're coming in and you're adding to the document, don't delete any slides. Let your teacher delete any extra slides. Even if you accidentally create an extra slide, don't delete it. That's my recommendation to you. Okay, I hope that this tip has helped you add information to a collaborative Google slide.